Ooh. Uh-oh. Ta-da!
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Eric Perkins Artist. This is my introduction to Patreon 2022. It is September of 2022, so this video has been a long time coming. But we've been pretty busy this year doing all kinds of stuff on Patreon, and I'm just now getting around to it. So first of all, I am Eric Perkins of Eric Perkins Artist, and I create two-dimensional images, paintings, illustrations, drawings, very much like all the stuff you see here behind me, because these are my drawings and paintings. Now, I work with traditional physical media, such as pencils, colored pencils, inks, watercolor, acrylic, oil paint, and I also do digital. So I do like Photoshop or Illustrator, but mostly I like to work with my traditional tools and create art that I can hang on my wall without having to print it out. Now, all of this is my hobby or my side job. My main job is driving trucks, so I drive a tractor trailer, haul loads from one place to another, and deliver freight. But my goal here is to eventually build up my Patreon and my other stuff to make that my full-time job. I also do artwork on commission, so sometimes people hire me to create illustrations or paintings specifically for them, for whatever need they happen to have. I also sell my art on Etsy, which is usually whatever pieces I happen to crank out that weren't intended for a specific person. They go onto my Etsy store. What is Patreon, you might ask? Patreon is basically a platform, sort of like Facebook or some other social media platform where you can connect with other people, but Patreon is specifically geared towards connecting you as a patron with a creator like me. So if you sign up for my Patreon, you are going to be able to see posts that nobody else can see unless they are also a patron on my page. Um, Patreon allows me to create posts with images, polls, just commentary. Well, I can link to videos. So everything that I have to create outside of Patreon, I can still link to within Patreon. For example, this video is linked on my Patreon page with a post saying, go here to watch the video. As far as why I chose to be on Patreon, I decided I wanted to try to reach a fan base and um, have a way to communicate with them. So by creating my Patreon service, anybody that wants to support my art and is kind of a fan, they can actually communicate with me through Patreon, and we kind of have like our own little community there where it's sort of a private community, or you might even say like a fan club or whatever, where I can connect directly with you. What is it that I do on Patreon? Basically, every month I'm creating artwork, and the art that I'm creating is then shared with you on Patreon. And not only is it shared with you, but I will give you access to a high resolution, full size digital download. So, for instance, if I create a drawing that's 18 inches by 24 inches, you're going to get a download file, if you want to download it, that is 18 inches by 24 inches at 300 pixels per inch resolution. So that's the art that I create. You get to see the work in progress, as I'll update you probably on an almost daily basis of whatever I'm working on, with work in progress, behind the scenes, commentary, pictures, and then you get the final image at the end, plus uh, whatever we do create for the month. I will be recapping in my monthly newsletter. Maybe you're asking, what do you get when you subscribe to my Patreon? And that is pretty simple. It's broken down into two tiers right now. I have my patron tier. My patron tier is $5 a month. At the patron tier, you're going to get the monthly newsletter. You're going to get the high resolution image downloads. You're also going to get wallpapers for your phone or PC, or both actually, depending on what I happen to make for the month. And you'll get your name listed in my videos, so I give credit to my patrons in my videos and in my monthly newsletter. And if I happen to make anything else that goes into print, I'll put your name in that too, as credited as a patron. You're also going to get a special role and invite to my Discord server. My investor tier is $100 a month, and for that $100 a month, you get everything that I already mentioned, plus every 6 months, I will give you an original piece of artwork. Not a digital download. This is a piece of art that I will mail to you, and it's a piece of art that you will choose from what's already existing, or something that you want made specifically for you. So, for example, you could choose anything hanging on my wall here, or anything that's in my Etsy store. If it hasn't sold already, you can get that. I'll ship it to you, and that is your reward after 6 months of patronage at the investor tier. So hopefully you've stuck with me through the video, and you're sitting here saying, well, how do I become a patron? Well, that's easy. All you have to do is go to patreon.com and create an account. Then you can choose to support my channel, or you can support my Patreon service by following me and choosing the tier that you want to subscribe to. One thing that I will want to point out right now is that my Patreon service charges immediately when you subscribe. So if you subscribe at the end of the month, you're going to get charged for subscribing at the end of the month, and then you're going to get charged again with like the next day or the day after that for the month that we're going into. And the reason that I have my page set up to bill immediately is specifically because once you sign up, you will gain access to everything that is currently on my Patreon. Or if I've been really lazy, you might see stuff all the way back like 3-4 months ago. But that is why my page bills immediately. So, I mean, my only one piece of advice would be, don't wait until the last day of the month to sign up, because now you know. But that is really it. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you'll like the video and subscribe to my channel, because if I'm creating any content for YouTube or video content, it's going on YouTube. It's coming to this channel, so you don't want to miss out. I do create review videos, product reviews and demonstrations. I create art and do like time-lapse drawings of it, or time-lapse videos of the drawing process or the painting process. And there's a whole lot of stuff coming. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of how-to videos as we finish out 2022 and start 2023. But I do think, in general, there's just going to be a lot more video content coming to YouTube as we finish out the year. So anyway, I hope to get to know you soon and see you on my Patreon. And that's it. Thanks for watching.